Hello everyone, a warm welcome to today's video lecture. In this lecture, we will be talking about arithmetical restoration. Now, before moving on to the mathematics of restoration, we must at first understand what does the word restoration mean. Restoration means an action or a series of actions undertaken so as to return an object back to its previous state or previous situation. Now, the previous state or previous situation is desirable or attractive because of certain positive attributes, whereas the present state is usually not that desirable because of some certain negative aspects. So, but what does actually restoration mean when I apply it to arithmetic or when I apply it to mathematics? Restoration means in mathematics that you have a series of numbers and a series of operators in between them, and in this medley some of the numbers might be missing one or two or more digits, and some of the operators connecting them might also be missing. And our goal is to use our mathematical knowledge and fill up the missing spots. So, in order to clarify our concept, let us make use of a concrete example as shown on the board. We have a number 2 blank blank times a number blank 1 8, and the series of operations is shown. And as you can see, there are some gaps, blue gaps, red gaps, green gaps. And our goal is to fill up those gaps using our knowledge of multiplication in our case. So let's start. You might remember that while multiplying 3 digits numbers together, we at first start with the unit place of the multiplier. So what is the unit place of the multiplier? 8. And with this 8, I will have to multiply this number in the blank, then this number in the blank, then this number which is 2. Now in the first step, in the first place we have a 4 here. So what does that mean? This means that when I multiply 8 with some digit over here, I get a number whose unit place is 4. Now from the table of 8, which two products have 4 in their unit place? Well, I have two products having 4 in their unit place. What are they? First one is 8 times 3, which gives me 24, and this 24 has 4 in its unit place. Another product is 8 times 8, which is 64, and this number 64 also has 4 in its unit place. So we are in a sort of dilemma, which one we should choose. To sort out our dilemma, this first line won't help. We have to come to the second line. So how do we get the second line? I get the second line by multiplying with 1 each of the digits above it. That is the digit in the blank space, the digit in this space, and then by multiplying 2, I get the whole second row. Now this 8 in the second row, it gives me a very important clue. 1 times this digit over here gives me 8. So which number when multiplied by 1 gives me 8? There is only one number that can serve this purpose. That is 8 itself. So let's fill it up. I have got the first clue in our puzzle. So this is 8. Let's see whether it matches our previous criteria, which is when I multiply this 8 with 8, I should get a product or number having 4 in the unit place. Yes, I do get, because 8 times 8 gives me 64. And 64 has 4 in its unit place. Now let's move on to fill up this gap. See, this is 8 into 64. I put 4 here and carry 6 over there. Now what I should put in this blank space? Well, I should put such a digit in this blank space such that after adding the digit in the blank space with 8, I get a number having a 0 in the units place. Now what number it could be? Well, let's see. Could it be 2? I need a 2 here because 8 times 2 gives me how much? 10, and only then I can have a 0 over here. So if I want to have a 2 over here, let's assume that there is a 2 over here. What number I must have over here? Well, if I put 24 plus 6 becomes 30. There is no 2. Now let's try 8 times 2. What does 8 times 2 give us? 8 times 2 give us 16. And when that 16 added with 6, I get how much? 22. So I've got a clue. There will be 2 over here. Let's check. 8 2 is 16. 16 plus 6 gives me how much? 22. I will not put the whole 22 over here. I will just put the units digit over here and then carry over the 2 over to the head of this 2. Now let's see whether our guess matches. 8 2 is 16 plus 2 gives me how much? 18. Yes, so our guess is correct. Now I think we have solved the difficult steps or the difficult stepping stones in our puzzle, these 3 digits. Now the next digits, the blank boxes at the final line of our product is pretty simple. Excuse me. In order to fill up these 3 red boxes, all I have to do is just add up these 3 digits. Let's do that. 8 plus 2, 10. There is a 0 here. I will carry 1 over to the head of 8. Now 8 plus 1 gives us how much? 9. 9 plus 2 gives us how much? 11. 11 plus 4 gives us how much? 5. After that I carry 1 over to the head of 1. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 4 plus 2 gives me 6. Now above 8 there is no number. So I can safely assume that there is a 0 in this column. So 8 plus 0 gives me 8. And there is already 1 in the last space. So as you can see, my puzzle has been solved. So this was not an easy problem. You might think that this is not related, but this problem is quite interesting. It tests our knowledge of products and multiplication in a very good fashion. But I think I have to solve another box which I have missed. Well, let's see. Let's do that. 8 ones are 8. Sorry. I need to have a number over here. This is the last number. So I have to pay attention to this row. I need to have such a number when it is multiplied with 8, I get 4. Well, there could be 2. There could be either 24, 64. I mean, I need to have such a number here, such that when it is multiplied with 8, I get 4 in the units place. So there are 2 possible candidates, which is 24 and 64. Well, let's put 1 and see whether it works. Let's put 3 first. If it is 3, then it's a 24, carry 2. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 8. No, we have 2 here, so it doesn't matter. So let's rub out 3. Since 3 is gone, I can be quite sure that it will work. Let's put down 8. So 8 times 8 gives me how much? 64. Carry 6. 8 times 2 gives me how much? 16. 16 plus 6, 22. Good. 2 comes down over here. And 2 gets carried over with this 2. 8 to the 16 plus 2, 18. Yes, so finally, our entire problem is solved. I accidentally missed out this last box. Sorry for that. So, this is how arithmetical restoration is done with respect to multiplication. So, bye bye for today. See you next time with more video on mathematics. Stay well. Thank you.